welcome back. Alright, since I did want to like review like some of the original like classics, like let's say all the Christmas specials, the stop motion ones that were made by Rankin Bass back in like the 60s and 70s, you know, like Frosty the Snowman, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and Rudolf the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I mean, I know there's a lot more classics to that, but I thought I might as well stick to like the three of like my top favorite ones, because those I love the most, and I cherish those with all my heart though. This is not going to be like my typical normal review, so consider this more of like a commentary on like each and every single one. Like, share, and subscribe, follow me on Instagram, check me out on Doing That. The links to everything is down below. Alright you guys, let's start with like one of my favorites. I would say at least Frosty the Snowman. Let's start with that one. Okay, Frosty the Snowman had to hurry on his way. Okay, you gotta admit, like the singing was good. From what I know about Frosty the Snowman, at least from its origins, at least so far I managed to like pinpoint the fact that it could all start out as a song by I don't forgot the artist, but all I know is, I mean, the only version of the Frosty song I really even know about was like the one that came from the cartoon, which is this version that we're talking about though. Okay, you gotta admit, even though it was the 60s, the animation was good for its time and its era. And all that, rewatching it again as an adult, it kind of like made me feel a little more hopeful, to be honest with you. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, this is back when animation was still good, and it was like mostly about creativity and enjoyment. But now looking at animation today, like it's almost joyless. I mean, well, no, not all of it exactly, but at least like I would say, I mean, there's less creativity to it because like nowadays, like almost every single movie, TV show, let's be honest, like they're all seen the same. In order, again, going back to the fact that it was made back in the 60s, I mean, like, the concept of, like, a magical snowman coming to life, all because of some hat, I mean, it was original, it was simple, and I guess, like, very childlike. In my opinion, though, the next generation of kids, they're gonna lose, like, the childlike wonder at this point. I mean, shoot, I would say my generation, Generation Z, like, we're the generation that probably have, like, well, eventually, like, I would say Gen Z all the way to Gen Alpha, the next generation after next. Like, there's not gonna be that much creativity though. Okay, I just gotta shout out to Santa, man. Santa, thank you, Santa. Thank you for rescuing Frosty and taking him to the North Pole. Thank God, man. There have been like a bunch of like other like Frosty the Snowman sequels. I don't remember all of them, but I remember one that was made back in the 90s. By the, what was the name of? Was it Ratton Bass or whatever? But all I remember was the 90s version. The 90s version, that I remember. I mean, okay, I'll definitely do my review or commentary on that one, probably next year if I have time. Hey guys, if you guys really think about this, I'm just saying, like, Frosty the Snowman is practically like at least like some sort of like Christmas version of Frankenstein if you think about it. I mean, as someone who loves Frankenstein, well, more like the story about Frankenstein, you know, like the mad scientist, brought back to life, killed some corpses and brought back to life. I mean, I'm just saying the story of Frosty kind of does mirror Frankenstein too. Like, I guess, again, it's like a Christmas version of it. Like, I mean, have you guys, like, noticed that? Or is it just me? Alright, that was enough about Frosty. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Okay, I honestly did like, this gotta be like, I'm saying like, of all three, I actually like this special the most. I mean, it's a very unique way of like telling like Santa Claus' origin story, like how Santa Claus like became how he is. I mean, I know that again, the animation was good for its time. I mean, that's the same thing could be said for like all the Rankin Bass like Christmas specials. The animation was good for its time, and looking at it as an adult, like, it just looked, I mean, even though by today's standards, it doesn't look, well, I mean, it looked like it was done by amateurs, but, again, like, as someone who, like, dabbles in animation, I should know that animation is not a good task. Well, I mean, it's not an easy task. That's what I'm trying to say here. And not only that, like, stop motion animation, bro, it is expensive as crap. Not only you have to, like, design the characters, you have to, like, literally create them, and you have to create them to, like, pretty much like replicate the same thing anyway. But going into the movie though, I mean, I like how like the whole narration starts. It all starts out with like a bunch of kids asking questions. I mean, I really did like that. That was pretty good and neat. And with that, I like how, like, again, it kind of does explain like certain things about Santa Claus, like how he got on the roof, how he got, like how it is you really know, like how he's sleeping with his awake. I mean, there've been like a bunch of retellings about Santa Claus's origin story, or like how he like, do the things he does. Okay, the singing for this movie, it is good, man. One of my favorite songs, I mean, I would say there's only like two of my favorite songs in this whole movie. I'm gonna be honest with you, I would say it's either One Foot in Front of the Other, and let's see, It's a Difficult Responsibility. I mean, I don't like the Kringle version, but I like the Burgermeister version. I mean, I don't know, I just like the Burgermeister version way better than the Kringle version. I mean, they're singing the same thing, but like the lyrics are changed up a little bit, so that way like you would be able to tell who's on like the for toys and who's against toys. You can say like this movie is like the prequel to like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer in a way, or I guess like a prelude to it, because I mean they did mention Rudolph, but like they kind of like I guess use that as like a little cameo, I guess. Wait, did it come before or after? Oh yeah, I forgot. It came before. I'm just saying Rudolph did came before like Santa Claus is coming to town. I kind of again. Like, this is a good movie overall, and I enjoyed this growing up, man. I used to listen to One Foot in Front of the Other almost every time when I'm working out. Well, your boy is starting to work out again because, well, hello, it's Christmas, and we only got at least a couple days away. I mean, Christmas is like a couple days away, and your boy's trying to, like, keep his metabolism high, so he can keep chowing down. Alright, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, this is the last one. Alright, man, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, bro, this movie is so, like, iconic. To the point where literally like you cannot go nowhere like around Christmas time and not see Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer anywhere. And knowing that Rudolph's been like so, I'm just saying like I mean well I've like all the Christmas classics, including like the Grinch as well. I would say Rudolph is just as iconic as like all of them, even the Grinch at this point. I related to Rudolph the most because of the fact that like he was bullied a lot. I mean, I remember being bullied a lot when I was a kid, like in middle school and high school. Bro, I'm telling you, man, I used to get roasted on like the most. Like it was relentless but brutal. But hey, your boy was tough, man. And trust me, after since I like fought this dude one time, no one dare try me unless they got a death wish. Or sometimes I was able to roast way harder than like anyone who ever tried to roast me. I mean, I don't know. I'm not the type of guy who always throw hands all the time, but I will throw hands if I need to. So, yeah. One of my favorite songs from like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was the Misfit song, and the song with the islands and misfit toys. I really did like that as well. And not only that, have a holly jolly Christmas. Fun fact in case you guys don't know, the song was what was it? Was sung by this dude named Burr Ives. This dude is like a legend like when it comes to like Christmas music. Because he actually did like some like the majority of the songs from like the movie. And only that, if you guys like listen to radio sometimes whenever Christmas time happens, you probably has heard his song Holly Jolly Christmas, which was actually in the movie too, but it was like it sounded like a little different to like the radio version, I guess, or I guess the one that you can like watch on YouTube or listen to, whatever. Point is, man, like that music was really good, and not only that, I did look at the dude, like, bro, he looked exactly like I'm just saying, like the way that they carved like the snowman, like the face, they kind of like they definitely based it on his looks. It was obvious. Okay, going back to like how relatable Rudolph is, like I mean everybody know how it feels to be Rudolph, to feel like an outcast, to feel like you don't fit in. But I mean again going back to when I was in high school, middle school. I mean trust me, like no one was an outsider like me anyway. Well, at least from what I remember. Hey guys, say this to yourself whenever you feel like you're an outsider or you feel like you don't belong, or, alright, here goes. The way I see it, it's better to be an outlaw or an outsider than try to assimilate in a world that you don't belong. You may be lonely, but at least you know who you are and what you stand for. Be down for what you stand for. That was it for I mean all of like the like Christmas classics from like the 60s and 70s. made by Baskin, whatever those guys are. But I hope Hollywood never ever try to like remake any of these classics because one, they're classics. You should not ever try to remake these. Two, even if they did, it's gonna flop like really bad, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, Hollywood, don't you dare try to remake like a classic like these. Alright, your boy gotta go. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, check me on DeviantArt. Links to everything is down below. And guys, remember this. The way I see it, it's better to be an outlaw or an outsider than try to assimilate in a world that you don't belong. It may be lonely, but at least you know who you are and what you stand for. Be down for what you stand for. You guys have a Merry Christmas. Empty Bullet, out.